Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Adam. It's the Hurry Up, and I really got to get this off my mind. The last couple days in the New York media, if you haven't noticed, they've been talking about my man Eli Manning. Now listen, Eli Manning may not be the greatest quarterback, but he said something to the New York media where the question asked himself, "Would you put yourself in Tom Brady's class of quarterbacks, top five?" And Eli Manning said yes. Now let me say something. All right, if Eli Manning says no, everybody in the media says he doesn't have confidence. If Eli Manning says yes, he's cocky and everybody wants to malign him, saying he's not it. The man threw 4,000 yards twice in a year right now, back to back. All right, his numbers have ascended. So he had turnovers. You know what interceptions mean? Interception is a glorified stat because they don't always give the interception to the receiver. If he puts it on the money and the guy bounces off his hands and goes into the other guy's hands, it's a pick for the quarterback. Now, he had 7 or 8 of those, which probably would bring your number down to more of the 16, 17 range. But nobody knows that. But everyone looks at the numbers now. And what really gets me is that Josh Freeman. I was watching sports the other day, and Darren Woodson said to me that Josh Freeman was a top 10 quarterback based on 1 year, 2 years. Josh Freeman? Are you kidding me? He played 1 year for 2 years in Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's already a top 10 quarterback. You got to be out of your mind. With Matt Schaub still on the list and Eli Manning, you got to be out of your mind. You can't tell me that Eli is not better than Josh Freeman. Now, they put Tony Romo on that list, and he didn't even play last year. So, what does this top 10 rating mean? Is it longevity? Does it mean winning a Super Bowl? Because I'll tell you one thing right now. Terry Bradshaw probably has some of the worst numbers in the Hall of Fame. That's right, in the Hall of Fame against quarterbacks that are in there. Yet he's in there because he won 4 championships. So my question to you is, what is a top 10 quarterback? If you're going to put in Josh Freeman, Tony Romo didn't even play last year, and you're going to put in Michael Vick, who did it after 1 year, there must be something going on. Now, I've been around the game a lot. I love the football, but come on. You're going to put Josh Freeman in over Eli Manning. What has Josh Freeman done that proves to you, because you're basing it on potential? You know how many guys are busts based on potential? Look at Jamarcus Russell. Oh, he was going to be a great quarterback. Yeah. He's great flipping burgers at McDonald's right now. Really disturbs me. It gets me angry that people who are supposed to be so-called experts give me this crap, this garbage, that they consider themselves experts. How are you going to be an expert? How are you going to be an expert when you tell me that Josh Freeman is better than Matt Schaub? And I'm not disagreeing with all that list that he put up there. He put guys like Rivers, Breeze, Manning, Brady, Rodgers, guys like that. But the last 6 guys are a toss-up. And you're going to tell me Michael Vick, who didn't play 2 years in football, came back his first year, didn't do anything, and then last year he had a good year. He had a great year because he's Michael Vick. Get off this bandwagon. Top 10 quarterback. Are you kidding me? What are you basing these stats on? How does a guy who hasn't played half a season get on the top 10 list? How does a guy who's only played 2 years and hasn't done anything, he didn't even brought his team to the playoffs, and he's in the top 10 quarterbacks? I don't get it. Now, Eli Manning is in New York, and if he wasn't in New York, he'd probably be in this list, hands down. But because he's in New York, he's scrutinized. He's scrutinized. He might be better than the guy across the street in Mark Sanchez. But you know what? Mark Sanchez talks. Mark Sanchez does this. Better leader, better this. You know what? I believe in 2 things, rings and stats. And Eli's got both of those. What does Josh Freeman have? What was that? I can't hear you. Let me get a little closer. Oh, right. None of those. What, he's won 2 years? His team hasn't been to the playoffs yet. What has Michael Vick done? Oh, they went to the playoffs? Oh, really? That's it. And the Cowboys didn't even like their quarterback. You ask a Cowboy fan now, and he's like, I don't even like Tony Romo. So how is this guy in the top 10 every single year? There's got to be some merit to it. Matt Schaub throws for 4,500 yards, and he's not in over Josh Freeman. And we started this segment about Eli Manning, and I'm bringing you up about Matt Schaub. That's what I'm talking about. How do you make a top 10 quarterback? Well, I'm gonna tell you, my top 10, Josh Freeman's not even on it, and I'll replace Josh Freeman and Michael Vick with Matt Schaub and Eli Manning. You can put them in wherever you want, but those guys have proven themselves, day in and day out. You're gonna tell me that Josh Freeman? That's like putting Sam Bradford on the list. You put Sam Bradford on the list, and I would have thrown the remote through the TV because that would have been ridiculous. These guys haven't. Matthew Stafford's been in the league. He's been injured, but they don't put him in the top 10. There are teams in the NFL that would kill to have Eli Manning. And we're sitting here wondering if he's a top 10 quarterback. Go ask the other 32 teams that are on there what they would want. Because he plays in New York, he has an aw shucks attitude, and the one time that the man actually comes out and has a little guts about him and says something that may not be in his character or answers a question the way he feels the question should be answered, people get mad. I just want you to think about that. If somebody asks you if you're one of the best at whatever you do, are you going to be like, I'm not that good. I'm not really that good. No, you're going to say, yeah, I'm that good. Because that's what people do. And that's how we roll. I'm tired of this top 10 nonsense. When they put in Josh Freeman in the top 10, that is when it gets done. I'm your host, The Hurry Up. Stop all this bogus nonsense. I'm out.